And welcome to the Twisted Fate commentary video. As per usual, the non-commentary
Never lost
version
a fair
shall be
game,
linked underneath.
or played one. It's all in the cards.
As Twisted Fate says, it's all in the cards. He is the gambling character of League of Legends. His main attack is for wild cards, as we see there. It cleaves through all enemies and does the same damage to every single one it hits, and it hits in 3 directions. It is likely the most powerful spell of its kind in the game, with its ability to quickly clear waves, as well as do long-range damage if the enemy champions don't move from it. Currently it doesn't do a lot of damage, but as per usual, when you do get a lot of ability power, it's going to be very deadly. As we see there, that is pick a card. Twisted Fate will randomly choose one card from the pack, and then begin to cycle through them in the usual order. This goes from red to yellow to blue, starting off on any other colour. And when it reaches blue, it goes back to red. This is the gambling part of Twisted Fate, as you might get the card you want straight away, or you might need to wait for a while, which can leave it to be slightly a luck-based champion, which is a very fun one to play. Out of the cards that we're using, the blue card, which we're using mostly, will give us mana back and do the most damage to a single target. We managed to score a nice hit on Malazar there and finish him off. We finished him off by using the yellow card. The yellow card has the ability to stun the enemy, which is very powerful since it has such a low cooldown. And the red card is the final card, and that one will do an AoE damage around the target it hits. And these cards can also hit turrets, which is rather unusual since a lot of attacks don't actually do anything to turrets. But it's useful since you're able to regain mana while attacking them. And up there we see that both Udyr and the other guy, who Amumu, that's for one, are up there dealing that turret because the people at the top aren't doing too good at the moment. But it's fine. Twisted Fate recently got a new character model actually. He's gotten a lot sleeker and he looks hotter, which is all good. And his voice is just always good. We're able to easily take on Malazar here, since he isn't avoiding any of our cards, because he's a computer, which is very useful for us because we can continually attack him from long range while he can't reach us. And as we see there, we can just run in and throw a yellow card and stun him. And here we score a very nice hit with wild cards. Wild cards is a very good ability, but the problem is that since it travels slowly, if they do manage to avoid it, then it can put you back quite a bit. But it's very nice to be able to attack, especially if you're defending at the time, or if you're attacking the base, of course. It's less useful when you're going, just trying to charge onto someone, more useful when you're doing a fight around turrets, since a lot of the enemies and your allies won't actually be able to go into the turrets themselves, avoiding being hit. But Twisted Fate can easily take them off in range. And here, Malazar once again comes too close, and a swift gold card deals with him.
Charmed, I'm sure.
He's very good at clearing waves, as can be seen with the wild cards. When we get more ability power and wild card becomes a higher level, we'll effectively be able to one-shot all the minions. And that will be able to give a lot of gold very quickly.
It's all in the cards.
And as you can see now, we've just gotten the last ability, or his last normal ability. And his E is called Stacked Deck. As well as giving passive cooldown reduction and attack speed, it also, every 4th attack, gives us a more powerful card but also does ability power damage. And that's when you see the effect going around us. And here, we're going to use Destiny, Twisted Fate's ultimate ability. It reveals all enemies and allows you to teleport a major distance across the map. And that can be used to quickly get that finishing kill.
Only 2 jokers in the deck, and I get dealt you.
And yes, all of Twisted Fate's jokes are about cards. Even if that was a taunt. And here we get the Sorcerer's Shoes. More movement speed, more magic penetration, just what we need.
I reckon.
And I do love the character model of Twisted Fate. A nice little flowing cape he's got there. Well, cloak, more like. But no one touches the hat. And here we're just cycling through to show all of the abilities.
I'm one of a kind.
The cooldown in Twisted Fate does get very short eventually, and it's always very useful, even if you don't actually want to teleport to an enemy. Being able to see where they all are can both help your people get kills, and also prevent enemies from being able to find and gank your own team. Because if they get seen with Destiny coming through the jungle to kill someone, they can quickly get away before it's too late. And whenever you can save someone with Destiny, it's always a good thing. Or even if you can't join in a fight yourself, if you're too far away to actually teleport, it's still good to make sure we can get a kill, so the enemy can't actually flee and hide.
Shining gold.
Sadly that person doesn't like Tryndamere. I don't like Tryndamere either anymore. Why did they remove his overpowered ability power heal? That was fun. I was going to do a video on Tryndamere, but sadly, by the time I actually got to recording it, they already nerfed his heal. There was nothing like healing half your health bar every 8 seconds. And here we get warned that a moon is coming, which is handy, but we're still able to survive anyway. It's always nice when people give you warnings. Even if you only give them a second warning, it's still 1 second more. And here we just stick with the mana card for a bit, getting back the mana. The good thing about Twisted Fate is that if you just give them the time to be able to just attack and you don't need to be stunning them, you can very easily score up a lot of mana again from your mana pool. There I accidentally picked the gold card when I meant the mana card. But it's fine, because you already have enough mana. I actually personally prefer playing Twisted Fate as a support myself. A support Twisted Fate is very fun to play. Just leveling up pick a card and stacked deck, rather than worrying about wild cards, and then just being able to stun the enemy repeatedly. It's a very fun thing, and there we get attacked by wolves. Oops, shouldn't have thrown those wild cards. And here we decide to go for needlessly large rod, because we need needlessly large amounts of ability power. Also, I love this theme I picked. Yes, it's the theme from the Chocobo minigame of Final Fantasy IX, of course it is. Who doesn't love that? Chocobo hot and cold. And here, quickly teleport over to take care of things. Yes, I hope I kill her. Yes, of course I killed her. Why would I doubt myself?
I reckon.
Was there ever any doubt? This can be seen there. The wildcards are already dealing over half the health of the minions. Give them some more ability power and that will become very powerful in the future. Tryndamere lets me get the blue buff. There is no purple buff, actually there is. And of course I stay in casual all the time.
Luck of the draw.
Thanks, partner. So yes, we're able to get a very nice creep score with him. Even though many people would be saying, that isn't a good creep score, You've hardly killed any minions. It's good for me, and that's what matters. And the wild cards are doing a lot of damage now. It actually destroyed that guy straight off the bat. Well, that minion. And here we have Malhazar being annoying. But luckily, Lux did manage to kill us.
Don't mind if I do.
And here we decide to stay up for a little bit just to help throw some wild cards. The good thing about Twisted Fate, like I said before, is the long range on the wild cards. Even though we're very injured, we can charge him there still and throw some cards from a safe distance.
It's my lucky day.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
And of course, it was his lucky day that he survived. Because everything is a matter of gambling.
An enemy has been slain.
Charmed, I'm sure.
We were quickly checking over there because we had Destiny back up, and if they did need the help, we could have used it. But they didn't. But we charge it there anyway, and we accidentally miss Malhazar. But it's okay, he's coming back.
Just the luck of the
For some
draw.
reason when I saw him, I thought he would have low health and we can kill him. Well, now he has no health, because wild cards is exceptionally powerful.
All or nothing.
If you can't get a good amount of ability power, then wild cards does become quite ridiculous, especially if the enemy aren't actually able to get a lot of resistance. But then again, since he is a very squishy champion, he can be easily picked off if he ever does go to the front lines. As long as he can stay back and kill stuff, it's fine.
What do you see up there?
And here we just continue destroying the turret, getting back mana as we do, and we suffer lag for a bit.
Doing it.
It's rather inconvenient. But alas, it's gone now. And then we stick around to try and help Blitzcrank, but I think this is the point where I stay around for a little bit too long. Yes, and that's the end of me. But at least Tryndamere came and finished off things. And now we gain even more ability power. We begin going towards Athene's Unholy Grail. When I say begin to go towards, we're already on our way. Also, it's at that point where I'm trying to commentate on this and I'm being messaged on Skype. But I know that if I go over and start typing things, I'm going to suddenly just not talk anymore.
Don't mind if I
I'm
do.
sure that many people would say, "Thank God," or something along those lines. He's about to stop talking. I've been wanting this for so many years. But alas, let's continue. We've still got Destiny back up. So let's see if we can kill anyone. Yep, there we go.
It's my lucky day.
Get out the stun card. But they already taken down. So I choose not to steal that kill because it would have been quite jerkish. Instead, we use the stun card to take down a Vamo. His stun doesn't last too long. It's only about 1.5 or 2 seconds. But it's still so very useful with the low cooldown on it.
Trouble.
So many other champions have stuns, but they just have such a long cooldown. Which is one reason why I love Twisted Fate, of just being able to use picker cards so often. The obvious drawback being though that it still depends on luck, but that's the whole point of Twisted Fate. If I start off with a blue, it's going to take me a long time to get a gold card. If I start off with a gold card, then I can stun like a champion. We almost take on Malhazar there, but he just gets away. Not quite enough ability power to deal with him yet. I think that was a misclick for me. I think I probably meant to go for the blue card.
Dealer.
That is one problem with him, but you do need to make sure you do click the right cards.
Has destroyed a turret.
Even though you use the pick a card
Reckon.
cards on the turrets, it still doesn't actually use up the double damage with ability power damage thing of the stack down, which is handy.
Mistakes.
Because to be honest, you don't really get to use that on turrets. Well, you can't actually
Let it ride.
get the 4 stacks up from attacking turrets. You see now we're not getting it, you need to actually attack a minion or a monster or a champion to do that.
Has destroyed.
Dealer.
And at this point, we've pretty much won. Then again, we won. We won? Yes, of course we won. We won before we even started, because we're playing Twisted Fate.
Partner. Always on the
And he
run.
could see that fortune. We did look, it's always smiling for Twisted Fate. And now we're to the end.
Nobody touches the hat.
Nobody touches the hat, of course. For a few more cards, and then we just run to safety to do a little bit of a dance. Come on, do the dance.
All in the cards.
There we go, there's the dance. So until next time, farewell.